What's up, sports fans? Tune in to KNWT every Monday through Thursday at 6:30 to see me, your host, Tim Hanna.
And meet your host, Delaney Howell, where we talk football, volleyball, and cheer from family weekend. So tune in to Bearcat Update.
Bearcat Update has been brought to you by Plasma Biological Services.
Welcome to Bearcat Update. I'm your host, Tim Hanna.
And I'm Delaney Howell.
We've got lots of content for you this evening, even more stories than your old man.
To kick off the night, photojournalist Angela Luna had the chance to catch up with head football coach Adam Dorrell.
We don't need to worry about Central Oklahoma right now. We need to figure out how to cover a kick. We need to figure out how to get a punt off properly and get some distance on it. We need to figure out how to not turn the ball over 4 times. It's really going to be focusing on us here starting today. I don't think we had particularly 3 great days of practice like last week like we're accustomed to having. I don't think we got a great look from our scout team last week. And so those are things we've addressed Sunday and Monday, and hopefully we'll see it come to fruition today. But Central Oak's a talented team. I think they have a very good coaching staff. It's a coaching staff that won a national championship in the junior college ranks. They've been in a lot of big games, and they're going to be ready to play Saturday. They're not the kind of program that's going to worry about being 0-3. They're going to worry about how can we get back on the horse and find a way to win.
Thanks, Angela. A lot goes into preparation for family weekend. Jake Reagan had a chance to get behind the scenes with the cheerleaders. Jake?
Fall semester is in full swing and Bearcats are busy all over campus, but one of the busier groups are the Bearcat cheerleaders. They have a heavy workload this time of year with practices or performances almost every day.
Pretty much our practice schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 3 hours every evening, and then Tuesday, Thursday we come in on our own time kind of and stunt with the partners we have, and kind of sometimes we'll do fun things, but weeks like this where we have family day and performance coming up, we'll work on just throwing a lot of reps of the stunts that we need to do for our performance.
With their busy schedule comes more work this year now that the marching band's halftime performance is combined with the cheer team for family weekend.
This year we get to do a halftime performance, and so everybody's families are coming, and we've been working for about 2 weeks on a routine with stunts, pyramids, baskets, and everything, just to show kind of what we do as a team and everything. It's a little bit different than our nationals team. Our whole team gets to be involved with it, so that's pretty cool.
The cheer team is working with the band to add some flair to the halftime show for the special weekend, but this isn't the first time the cheer team and the band have joined to entertain.
Pre-game, we work with the band. We have to rehearse what their formations are going to be like. We have flags that run out. We have our girls lined up somewhere in their formation doing their motions to the fight song whenever the team runs on. And then we work really closely with them at Bearcat Zone. We're basically the entertainment that goes along with the music. So it's then we'll work really closely with them. But again, that's Bearcat Zone. That's not halftime. So when we do stuff with them at halftime for Family Day specifically, it's very unique. So this is the one time of the year we really get to do it.
Being added to the halftime show is fun for the team, but being able to showcase what they can do is the ultimate goal.
There's a little more anticipation from our end. We don't usually do a routine at halftime with the band, so this is a little bit different. Getting ready this week, we have somewhat of a routine to do, not just kind of doing stunts and pyramids and baskets on the sideline, and also at Bearcat Zone.
With the family weekend giving the team more exposure to perform in front of a crowd, they will now look forward and keep working hard for nationals come January. Reporting for KNWT's Bearcat Update, I'm Jake Reagan.
Thanks, Jake. After a much-awaited game this week, the Bearcats started out slow offensively as they would go into the halftime, trailing the Broncos 13-10. The lone touchdown for the Bearcats came from special teams when cornerback Eddie Ritchie broke through the line, blocking the punt. In a scramble of confusion, Richie picked up his own block and strolled into the end zone for 6.
Defense was the theme again in the second half. Middle linebacker Jacob Volstat recorded a whopping 18 tackles and 3 sacks. The offense continued to struggle, and with Central Oklahoma driving into Northwest Territory, looking to add to their lead, Jack Young was able to dash in front of a receiver and intercept a pass from Central quarterback Chas Stollard, and then race 56 yards down the field before he was tackled at Central Oklahoma's 5. It then took the offense just one play to punch it in on a short quarterback draw from Brady Bowles, putting them up 17-13.
The offense was able to tack on 2 field goals as the defense held tough, closing out the game 23-16. When we get back from the break, we'll take a look at women's volleyball highlights, so stay tuned.
Bearcat Update has been brought to you by Plasma Biological Services.
Welcome back to Bearcat Update. This past weekend, the volleyball team was also in action when they took on Southwest Baptist Bearcats as well as the Southern Missouri Lions.
In the first game, Miranda Foster with the big spike, followed by another Maddie Bruder, the diaper dandy freshman. Maddie Bruder again with another block, followed by Alexis Williams. She has back-to-back blocks, a real defensive showing for the Bearcats. The Northwest Bearcats were able to win the first set 25-12. In the second game, Jackie Becker with the huge block, and then she follows that one up with dropping the hammer on them. The Bearcats would sweep the Southwestern Bearcats 3-0. On Saturday against the Moso Lions, the Bearcats started off slow, but came back strong with a powerful spike from Maddie Bruder. Bartender, serve me what she's having. Then junior Miranda Foster with a huge spike in the second game, followed by junior Jackie Becker obliterating the defense. And finally, to round out the game, number 1 sophomore Alexis Air Williams with the massive spike, finishing off the defense. Bearcats would sweep yet again 3-0 over the Moso Lions.
Thanks, Brett. It might not be the biggest sport in the country, but rugby has found a home right here in Maryville, Missouri. Zach Brown brings us more.
The sport of rugby might not be as familiar as other sports, but it is very popular in other countries. I interviewed Sean Bartlow, a member of the Nottoway County Rugby Club, and I asked him what exactly is rugby.
Rugby is a worldwide sport now that started in Europe in the 1800s when a guy simply picked up a soccer ball and ran with it with his hands and just kind of threw it at the ground. It's now since crossed the river or the ocean into Australia, into Africa, and now it's crossed the Atlantic into America as well. So it's getting bigger and bigger every year here.
Rugby is now getting popular in the U.S.
I think it's getting popular due to the fact that we have a USA rugby team now. Rugby sevens, which is a form of rugby that we play, is now being played at an Olympic level. And also, anybody can play at any age. We have little kids at 6 playing rugby. I've played guys that have 65, 70 as well. There's less equipment than football. It's been proven there's less concussions. So it actually might be safer than you think.
The Nottoway County Rugby Club has been around for many years, and it's the only rugby club north of Kansas City and Missouri.
Here in Nottoway County, we have the Nottoway County Stags. We're just a group of guys and girls now that get together and play rugby. We practice Tuesdays and Thursdays. We will let anybody play over the age of 17.
The sport of rugby is an exciting sport that is new to the U.S., and it will only get popular from here. For Bearcat Update, this has been Zach Brown.
Thanks, Zach. When we return from the break, we'll catch up with more Bearcat sports.
Bearcat Update has been brought to you by Plasma Biological Services.
Welcome back to Bearcat Update. Before the break, we covered some rugby. Now Morgan Jones had a chance to talk with head coach Michael Smith of the women's basketball team about what's happening in their offseason.
Northwest girls basketball coach Michael Smith had a tough season last year, being 8-20 overall. His second year being head coach here at Northwest, he was hoping for a better outcome.
Something always just kind of got in the way. We had some nagging injuries that occurred throughout the year, and some various things, some adversities that we just had a hard time overcoming, and overall, it just didn't turn out quite like we thought, and but we're excited about the future.
With areas for improvement, Coach Smith knows exactly that it starts with him being able to communicate with his players.
As a team, we've tried to do a better job this year with a bunch of new kids. We do have some core returners that have been around me for a couple of years now, and kind of understand what my expectations are as far as the head coach is concerned. And so I just really think that we've got kind of new energy, a new start to this year, a lot of excitement going into the upcoming season.
Both exciting and frustrating, there were a handful of incoming freshmen who plan to compete on the next level of basketball.
Obviously, they've come from a program where they've been comfortable for 4 years at high school, and then they have to make the new jump. First year away from home, first year in college, for a new coach, a new style. The biggest thing that we've tried to talk about this year is adapt.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Words from Coach Smith, who is looking forward to this upcoming season.
Our ultimate goal is to get to Kansas City. I've been kind of jealous the last couple of years because our men's team have been fortunate enough to get to Kansas City for the conference tournament. And we've had a lot of our players just go down and be a spectator. And we don't want to be a spectator this year. We want to be a participant. And so we're hoping to do that so all the Bearcat fans can come down and watch us play as well.
Reporting for Bearcat Update, I am Morgan Jones.
Thanks, Morgan. Dove hunting has been taking Missouri by storm in the recent month. Preston Kralichek takes a look at what's so appealing about the latest hunting trend.
Just pulled up to the Goldenrod Farm and we found a nice field out here and sit here for a while for some dove. See how it goes. Looking pretty good for now though. First dove of the year.
Thanks, Preston. Now Casey Wirtz had the chance to go down to St. Joseph and watch the Mo West Griffins take on the Lindenwood Lions. Casey brings us more. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Bearcat Update.
Be sure to check us out Monday through Thursday at 6:30. And if you're interested in keeping up with us on social media, be sure to check out our Facebook page at Bearcat Update.
And follow us on Twitter at Bearcat Update 8. That's it for me, Tim Hanna.
And Delaney Howell.
See you later.
Does he miss?
Yeah. I want to do... No, we don't.